We have everything packed, ready to go. Oof. It's Yesenia! This is Yesenia. She is hotel boss. She runs the hotel and everything else.
Las motos están listas. I'm ready for to go, but I'm sad to leave this place, amazing place.
As soon as we left the hotel, the very first thing that happened, traffic. And because it was right before a quarantine during rush hour, we had to try to get out of town as fast as possible, but it was just thick traffic. So our strategy was to ride like the locals. And the locals ride their motorcycles between the trucks, maybe like they do in Southern California. The issue is my motorcycle is easily twice as big as most of the motorcycles here in South America. It's almost as big as some of the cars down here. And so I was just constantly trying not to get my panniers smashed off by a truck or hit my mirror on a mirror of a truck. And immediately leaving the hotel, we were just hot and exhausted. It was just no fun at all. Once we were out of the traffic, we started getting into the construction zones. And so then it was traffic and off-road dirt, gravel, trucks, motorcycles riding around us, people driving. You know, the rules here sort of go out the window. The rule is survival of the fittest. And so not only were we tired and hot, now we were facing even more obstacles as we were just trying to get on our way to Jardin. We just stopped here alongside the road to get some drone footage. Whew. And so far this has been, oh my gosh, so much traffic. So much traffic. It's hot today, but the jungle here is really amazing. As soon as we got outside the city, we got all kinds of really cool plants and stuff. We stopped for just to get some water, but the food looks so darn good that we decided to eat a meal here at this little local restaurant.
Okay.
I'm hungry, I didn't realize it.
Now I'm enjoying. Here's maybe 50 minutes.
In the city.
Maybe annoying.
Horrible. So dangerous and slow and hot and...
Yeah, then I saw your fingers. I don't know how many times I thought, wow, it's enough.
Oh, here it is.
¿Cómo era el nombre? Mondongo.
Mondongo. Okay, here goes the mondongo. Ah, look it. It's mondongo. It's potatoes and carrots. It's good, huh? After we stopped for lunch, the road turned out to be pretty amazing. There were really nice, soft corners with green hills and mountains that were just majestic. And, you know, I think we hit maybe one or two little patches of construction, but other than that, it was just a really wonderful ride into Jardin. As we zipped through town, we were excited to get to the hotel, but there was a problem with our GPS coordinates that we got from booking.com. So I wasn't really sure where to go. So the very first GPS coordinates was this turn. It was exactly at this turn. And so we decided to just try it out. Maybe the hotel was at the end of this dirt path. We ended up riding down somebody's driveway and into their house. And so right into the front of their house. Luckily, they weren't home, so they weren't upset with us being there, but we realized that the directions that we had weren't right. This is not it. All right, well, that wasn't such a big deal. We got to see this really amazing road, and what a house that was. So we went back up the driveway, and we had separate coordinates. So this was a separate location that we got on booking.com and figured, okay, this is going to be it. We rode down the road and took a left turn into yet another driveway and ended up again at somebody's house. Fortunately, these people were incredibly nice, and they gave us some pointers and told us to head back into town where they thought the hotel might be. Let's try it and see. Well, that wasn't it either. And so we decided to head back out of town and just to drive to a 4-kilometer mark. I have 4 kilometers on here. We'll just see if we see a sign.
Yes, I remember. Okay.
We were zipping along. We didn't see anything. And then I noticed that Ayleen wasn't even with me. And so I turned around and headed back the way I came. And lo and behold, we finally found the hotel. I didn't see the sign at all. Oh, man. We had a little bit of a mix-up on booking.com. The GPS coordinates were not right. And on Google Maps, it wasn't right. And on Booking Maps, it wasn't right. And on Apple Maps, it wasn't right. And so we just went searching to try to find this. And Ayleen stopped to ask somebody if they knew where it was. And they said, "Oh, we're waiting for you. This is the hotel.
I
this
saw
is
a
it."
couple of guys and, hey, please, where is Cantarrana? Here. Oh.
Yeah, so we're a little bit late from quarantine, but we made it.
No, Mark, no haga eso.
Holy.
¿Es una araña?
Well, I don't even know what the thing is.
¡Ay, no!
What is this thing?
¿Qué es eso?
It's huge. It could fly. It could fly.
Oye, ¿y si la tapas mejor? Pero Mark, si la tocas va a volar.
What?
If you touch it, it's gonna fly.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Oh, mi Dios. Oh, mi Dios. Ay.
Out, 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 out. Oh.
¡Ay, qué era eso, Mark!
The balls. I knew we needed the poles. Today we're hiking in Jardin. It's a garden and it's really beautiful. It rained last night. There's a river here, and we're gonna go into town and see all the sights.
Ding, ding,
where is the drone? Got a serious drone issue going on right now. Ayleen's controller is totally locked and we don't know where her drone is. Oh, I see it. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Oh, it's in the tree.
Where is it?
It's right above this tree. Left, left, left. There it is. Stop, stop, stop. Come down. Come down. Down. Oh, here it is. Oh. Oh.
I miss you.
Alright, we walked into town and now we're headed to the main square, Liberadores. We're in the main square of Jardin. It's really awesome. And we've been told that the coffee here is spectacular, so we're going to try it out. Oh. Yes. Cinnamon.
Amazing, amazing, amazing place, amazing coffee.
This is the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, and it is a spectacular cathedral. And there are people worshiping here, and so I'm just going to let you have a look. Now we're on a bridge. It's pretty awesome, but beneath us here on the other side, that is pretty awesome. We're gonna go down there, give it a look. Hopefully there's a bunch of birds down there. Cafe, cafe, cafe. All day cafe. Muy fuerte. This morning we're leaving the beautiful town of Jardin and we're going to Manizales, where we're going to be able to do some work for a couple days. We've got to update the blogs, update the videos, so we need some Wi-Fi and desks and things like that. So we're leaving the paradise and headed back to the city. appears my rear tire has a leak. So normally 42 is the normal tire pressure, 41 around there. This morning it was at 19, and it's been sitting for 2 days, so it probably has a tiny little leak and it's coming out. So I was able to refill it, no problem. I've got an air compressor, but it looks like today we're just gonna have to take just keep an eye on it and probably have to refill a couple times. When we get to Manizales, we'll see if we can get it fixed, and if it's not too bad, we'll just make it all the way down to Cali, babysitting it. It looks like this route is a dirt road and mud.
I didn't know.
I didn't either. You want to go the long way?
What do you want? I don't have problems, but I don't know what is.
Yeah, I'm worried about my tire. Right now it's good, but I would hate to get stuck. So yeah, sorry.
No problem.
The first part of the day was absolutely amazing. Just green hills and valleys and rivers and winding roads. Everything was pretty fantastic. After a couple of hours, I noticed that my tire pressure had dropped again, so we had to pull over so I could refill my back tire.
How many degrees do you feel?
Cold. Maybe 100? Right after I filled up my back tire, we hit construction. And we stopped at a roadblock. We were going to stop at a roadblock, but a local rider on a BMW waved me on and said, just follow us. And so we did. And we probably saved ourselves quite a lot of time, maybe a few hours, but it was frightening and incredibly dangerous. We were driving opposite traffic. We were having to dive off the road to avoid being hit by big semi trucks. We were riding on loose gravel and dirt and dodging local motorcycles and cars and just everything imaginable. It was a really, really exhausting and dangerous drive, and eventually we got out of it.
We are alive.
We're alive. No truck hit us. And we gotta go off road. We've stopped here so we can get some drone footage. There's a river right over there that's pretty spectacular. So Aileen's gonna fly her drone over and take a look at this. Finally, we were back in the green, beautiful part of Colombia, outside of traffic, outside of all the trucks, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful ride that last hour or so into Manizales. We are in Manizales, Colombia, and this is a sort of a special fun city for me because a couple of crazy things have happened here in the past. The first time I was here, it was in 2016, and there were protests and all kinds of crazy things going on the Pan American Highway, and I was working with a bunch of people to try to get out of Colombia. The highway was on fire, literally. There were soldiers all over the place. There were crazy things happening. I made a video about it in 2016. I'll put a link right here so you can see that video from a long time ago. And also, once I was here and I thought my appendix were gonna burst open, and so I had to be rushed to the hospital. That turned out to be not the case, and it was quite a hilarious story. I hope we can tell that story in the next episode because the person that helped me, her name is Laura, lives in Cali. That's where we're going next. And you can hear about the very first girl who ever heard me naked. That's right. A lot of you have people that have seen you naked for the first time. This is the first person who ever heard me naked. So hopefully I can tell that story next time with the person that actually heard me naked, which is sort of crazy. Anyway, we're in Manizales, we're working, and tomorrow morning we go to Cali to see some really cool friends of Ayleen. So all right, that's it.